let's do the reading with two different decks. I'm so tired. Weather kept changing. First it was summer, then it was winter, then it was fall, then it was spring, then it was summer, then it was winter, then it was sun, then it was rain, then it was clouds, then it was supposed to be storm. Exhausting on the body. Okay, let's see what's going on here with you. Jesus. Okay, you're missing someone. This someone is your family who left home after a quarrel. So, child, I'm guessing? Like, this is how I'm going to win. It had to do with the father being very strict. I don't like the way my life is going. I have to fight for my truth. I see things differently. I want to live my life the way I want. I don't like the perspective that you're painting for me in the future in terms of career. I want to make my own money, my own way. I want to like whoever I like. So, we're having issues here. So let's see what happens to your prodigal son, or not so prodigal son, or daughter. Can't decide what to do. It looks like they ended up in some kind of relationship that keeps going, like, not quite forward, but they're settling. It looks like you don't see the positive side of this relationship of your child. You have to make some choices regarding the conflict, because it looks like your kid is fighting you. So, look, they're going to have to crawl back because they're going to have financial problems, because they're going to overindulge in something. I don't know, young generation did lots of silly things. Maybe they spend too much money on drinks or partying or something, and so you have to help them start everything from scratch. You have to let go of the past, right? You can't bring up your past issues. You can't say, oh, I told you that girl or that boy was not the good partner for you. You shouldn't have. You should have listened to me. I told you so. Cut the I told you so out of your dictionary. You can't do that. When you treat another human being, especially the one that looks up to you, right, with I told you so, what are you trying to fucking prove? That you were right? You know you were right. That's only going to upset them, and they will get defensive, and the mechanism of someone who gets defensive most of the time is an offense. So offense as their defense, you got another conflict at your hand, so okay, there goes the kid again. So you have a chance to use your parental skill of manipulation, right? Say, it's okay, everything's going to be fine, everybody makes mistakes, let's just do it this way, I'm going to help you out financially, but, maybe we can, this and that, I don't know what's going on in your life, but, no, I told you so. Be mature about it. Try to not get caught up in your emotions. Don't come too strong if your child has some kind of addictions. Don't come too strong about them. Remember that addictions are illnesses. You can't just tell someone to just quit it. Sometimes they would need help, and yelling at someone and arguing with them is only going to let them use the substance more, right? So don't do that. So the reality is that your kid feels like they missed on certain opportunities, and they also feel like they've been mistreated, backstabbed, or there was some kind of treachery in friendship or relationship that they didn't tell you about, because they couldn't approach you about it. Maybe one more time, not I told you so. Like, young generation is also an individual. So, for example, when I speak to a 3-year-old, I don't speak to them, you're not going to understand anything. They ask me a question, I give them a grown-up answer. I just add extra explanation for them, extra examples. Any soul incarnated in flesh on this plane deserves respectful explanation. You can't just dismiss a child and say, you won't understand, maybe next time. No. Then they have this fear of coming to you because you already dismissed them. They think you're not going to understand them. So you have to, in this moment, you have to seize this opportunity to use your gift as a parent, right? You've been given the gift of parenthood. Look at it as such. It's a gift. Don't misuse it. You have to be patient. Be energetic about suggesting a new job, right? Try to avoid advices. Suggestions, right? Suggestions, like where they would just give them a suggestion. And then, for example, you can tell them, oh, that person started, I don't know, working at here and here, and, they're really happy about it. I'm very excited for them. Let it simmer in their head, sink in, give them a couple of days, it'll register in the brain, and then they'll be like, oh, maybe I can try. Suggestions, not forceful suggestions. See, this romantic decision that your kid made, was too hasty. You see, it was rushed. But once again, you can't judge them. We grown-ups make all kinds of stupid mistakes in terms of relationships, so it's okay for a young one to make who doesn't have that much experience. And because of that, there was a lot of money spent. So what? This this feeling of separation between you and your child will just eventually balance itself out, and your relationship will become calmer. And it's going to happen fast if you listen to what I'm saying. Pick another deck. Every time you argue with your kid, that kid quietly gets depressed, and then the drinking happens, or the partying, or drugs, or whatever it is, or running away from home, rushing into new relationships for comfort, because they need to look up to you as someone they can rely on, right? But when you love them so much, so you don't know how to approach, and you worry so much, that your immediate reaction is, oh no honey, that won't be a good idea, why don't you try this? Or maybe we can think about it for a little bit. Instead you're like, don't do that, that's bad for you. And then he or she is like, I don't want to talk to you, you're an asshole. And then goes to the room and thinks, my mother doesn't love me. Can't do that. Use the gift of your grown-ass persona and manipulate the child. It's okay to manipulate for good. It's not okay to manipulate for bad, right? There's two sides to the coin. It's okay to lie someone, not to hurt them. It's not okay to lie someone to hurt them. It's okay to manipulate someone of stepping off the cliff while they're trying to jumping versus telling them the truth. Two sides to every coin. Use that other side of the manipulation, right? Be honest at other things. Kid needs both paternal and maternal support, right? So if you're a single mother, you might have to be both. If you're a single father, you might have to be both. And once again, we go back to what I say every reading. Work on yourself. Balance your alpha and omega, masculine and feminine side, and you'll have just a piece of cake of a time of figuring out how to deal with people in these situations, right? So I don't know what's going on in your relationship, but your kid felt lonely for a long time, a period of time, in terms of the family. Neglected, misunderstood. And learned this new skill of just forcefully, with lies, succeeding, right? Not forcefully, but lie to you, manipulate you, and then get what they wanted that way. For some it's a daughter, for some it's a boy, or it could be both, because I have a girl and a boy here as well. When their life felt like falling apart, they would act as if nothing's happening, right? They would create the illusion of everything's fine with me, I'm okay. But inside, they felt destroyed, depressed, unmotivated. I don't like to throw this word around very often, but even suicidal at times. So let's not play with human life. Just let's be kind to each other and gentle, and understand that everybody thinks differently, and we need to find this fine line how to approach and connect to another human being. So we need to learn to listen. And when you listen to someone, you also need to hear what they're saying, right? Don't just listen to it where it goes over your head. Hear it. Take it into consideration. And then when you listen and hear very carefully and attentively, then you'll find the right way, because that person would tell you. Because you listen to them, because you gave them your ear and your time, they will naturally let you know, with just talking to you, what kind of approach is best for them. See? You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is shut up and let them talk. This attitude of, I will give you this if you do that, or like you would reward a dog for behaving the way you want them to with a treat, can't cut with your kid. It does not work. You've tried it. You gotta let it go. Not working. Be calm, be gentle, be kind, and hold your anger inside and try not to show it when they tell you about the stupid fucking shit that they did, where you want to just grab them by the hair and plow the ground with their face for not listening to you. Just sit there quietly and pretend it's okay, baby. Everything's going to be fine. I am here now. We are going to be together going through this from scratch. A whole new beginning. That kind of manipulation. Give them your bosom. Give them your love and peace. Don't give them your sword. Trust me, I know some people just need a whack on a hat and it works for them. Your kid is not one of them. They're prone to depression. They feel like the cup is always empty when it's full. They feel the world is ending. They feel like mommy doesn't care. She only cares about herself. Daddy only cares about work. He's never home. Whatever it is. The child needs attention. So when the video is ending. So, and moral of the story is, good side, positive side of manipulation. Kid comes back to you. You got to change the approach completely. And then you succeed. Otherwise, it's going to run away again.